What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And Arcade1up has released a new product. That's right, it's Pac-Man. Again, lots to discuss, lots to talk about. The implications of this could be felt for years to come. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so if you want to check this out for yourself, a link for this listing will be in the video description below. But here it is. Pop Market is the retailer. They are an Alliance company. Now, if you remember, Alliance is the company that Arcade1up has decided to partner with to sell their stuff. So, makes a lot of sense, right? A new Arcade1up product branded Pac-Man is not really shocking in any way, shape, or form. We know this is their go-to by far, even more so than NBA Jam, which is also kind of their go-to product. But this is definitely, for sure, one of their cabinets that you know they're going to have every 5 seconds. This one is a little bit different. First off, right off the bat, bringing up the listing, here's the image. I'm going to talk about this in some detail, in some positive light. That's a pun. I'll tell you about that just a little bit later. First off, right off the bat, this is the style of cabinet that I like. This is a cabaret style of cabinet. This was sort of a limited, I don't know if it's a limited edition, but it was a limited release cabinet that we usually saw selected in select retailers, big box, or not the big box, but the big outlet stores like Costco and Sam's Club. The club stores, I'm sorry, these are club stores. That's right, they're club stores. And that's where this was located. Primarily, you didn't really see them in stores. You had to go find them online. And I think Sam's Club is actually the place that I saw it. And it had a riser, and it was not exactly what we wanted at the time, not what I wanted at the time, but I did appreciate the wood grain. I always love a good wood grain sticker on a cabinet. This incorporates that and becomes the latest deluxe cabinet, the latest deluxe Pac-Man cabinet in a couple different ways that are actually kind of shocking. First off, right off the bat, this is not a Slim Katie. This is not that slim design we saw with the NBA Jam Slim Deluxe version, which was just branded as Deluxe. It really wasn't branded as Slim at all. They called it a new Slim design, but it wasn't really branded as a Slim Deluxe. It was just called the Deluxe. I thought that was sort of going to be the direction moving forward. This is, kind of tells a different story. This is more of a traditional Deluxe, combining that riser, maintaining the wood grain on the left and the right sides and in the front. I got to say, just stepping back, I know we've seen Pac-Man 800 million times, but this is a great looking cabinet if you're into wood grain. You got to be a kid of the 70s, I think, to appreciate some good wood grain. So the wood grain looks good. I do like that it's a different shape. It is a Deluxe. It's not an XL, which I don't like. There's also going to be some special RGB neon lighting. Looks like that bar is going to be at the bottom of the cabinet. We'll look through some of these pictures here. At the very, very bottom, at the very base, you see like a little blue light. Let's see if I can find a different image. You can kind of see it glowing on the bottom. Not sure why they decided to put the glow on the bottom, but okay, it is what it is. I guess it's better than having, they had the marquee above, which is always lit, but they also had the front eye panel would light up on some of these models. Not sure why they did that. But you get a little glow on the bottom, sure. 14 games, so this is your standard Pac-Man, Deluxe that we've seen before. Just a different version as far as the aesthetics and the way the way the cabinet looks. And I'm gonna say it again, I like the way this cabinet looks. Barring the fact that this is the 9 millionth release of Pac-Man, I like the way this cabinet looks. I like the way that it is a different shape. The LED lighting on the bottom is completely unnecessary. I don't know why they did that. But what this really means, I think, is something a little bit disturbing, and it's a fact that the company still has no clear direction. I talked about the Slim Katie before, the NBA Jam Slim version. That was branded as Deluxe. That was, we assumed that was the new direction of the Deluxe line. This clearly, reflects the opposite. It tells a different story. This is more of a traditional Deluxe cabinet, and I think that's probably a good thing. That's better than the Slim Katie. But then it begs the question, why did you bother to make a slim version of that? Now, if you want to say, well, they did that because there's a lot of NBA Jam cabinets out there. Well, hey, guess what? There's a lot of Pac-Man cabinets out there. A lot of Pac-Man out there. There's just an abundance, right? So it would make some sense if you're going to continue the slim line, the Pac-Man would kind of fall right in with that. It is what it is. Like I said, if you step back and you look at just this individual release, This is not the worst they could have done. It's one of the better looking cabinets. As far as the Deluxes go, we had the yellow version that was very much traditional, sort of 80s, 90s. This is definitely 70s, 80s for sure. It looks fine. It looks fine. But once again, this is another release of a list of games that we've seen before. And I'm afraid, unfortunately, this is really going to mean this is a cabinet that nobody's asking for. And I'm not sure many people are going to buy. I mean, unless you are a Pac-Man fanatic and you just have to have everything Pac-Man that's ever been released and created, I guess, knock yourself out. To each their own. I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm an Alien vs. Predator fan. I know I know what you're going through. I know your struggles for sure. But this, once again, is just a games list we don't want, we don't really ask for. We've seen it a million times. It's nothing new. While the shape is, it's welcome, it's also a shape we've seen before. And I'd like to see the Deluxes moving in this direction. But once again, why did you waste time on the Slim Katie? It just points to a company that is just in disarray, completely disjointed. And once again, why do we need lights at the bottom of the cabinet? But that's just my 2 cents, everybody. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Guess what? It's Pac-Man. Again, thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. And I'll see all of you next time.